all a dream. A drug dealer's dream. Street dream. Triple beam dream. Money machine. Things I done seen. 1,000 grams of uncut. It was all a dream. A drug dealer's dream. Street dream. Triple beam dream. Money machine. Things I done seen. 1,000 grams of uncut.
Well, welcome to another episode of Drug Dealer's Dream. I'm your girl, Great Dane.
It's me, Red Light. This college is terrible with the countdown.
10, 9, 7, go.
Go. You gonna do it.
That was some Boys to Men shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Injection, fellas.
I'm glad you caught it this week, cuz.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna start
introduce yourself.
We're gonna start over again. Welcome to another episode of Drug Dealer's Dream. I'm your girl, Great Dane.
It's Red Line.
My line not even fucking working.
Introduce yourself.
What? They know who I am. They
But for the
tuned in.
people-
For the people that don't know
for
you.
one reason, man.
What's that?
See me pop my shit.
That's the only reason, huh?
Well, maybe 3 reasons.
Okay.
I'm sure. Because I know I'm a reason.
Talk to me. No, influential _ Michael. I'm just talking shit. Y'all know I'm just playing. Y'all know I love y'all.
And in honor of influential Michael, he just turned a good 21 again. Because that's how his
That's how he
weekend
was
went.
walking, yeah.
So everybody raise your glass. We're going to give a shot to the birthday boy.
Quick shot.
This is a live mixer of Drug Dealer's Dream. So everyone, we have audience interaction tonight and it's going to go. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Salute.
What are you racing?
And today we're tapping in on our current events, our top 6. We don't have a random rap line for y'all today. And my adulting tip will not be an adulting tip, but it will be a word to the wise.
I'm feeling a little militant today, so I ain't fuck the rap shit.
Fuck the rap shit.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta address some shit. Real quick, we gotta get into the unemployment numbers.
We got to speak on that.
Real quick, again, they jumped over 40 million. So we kind of predicted this. We all knew this was gonna happen. It's gonna go up a little bit more. And then, with the way shit going on, man, it might be climbing a little bit longer. So, I don't know, man. I'm just over all of this shit, though, at this point, man. I'm tired of the numbers going up. I'm tired of being on lockdown. I'm tired of motherfuckers getting out in the streets and acting a fool. So, we gonna touch on all of that, man. So, fuck it, man. Let's get into what's going on. Over was it last Sunday? Or Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, a gentleman, George Floyd, was killed by a police officer again. And
a police officer that he knew.
yeah, they actually come to find out they knew each other, they worked together. So it might be some underlying shit there, who knows? I don't want to speculate, but what I do know is that I saw a video of a police officer kneeling on this man's neck for 8 minutes and 46 fucking seconds. You know what I'm saying? And now they released a bullshit autopsy saying that this dude had underlying conditions and all this bullshit.
What, corona?
If the thing is this, if you don't
Everybody got the Rona. It's like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, that shit out here. I ain't had no issues, man, and I don't really wear no mask. That's another conversation. But back to what we talking about. The nigga had 4 200-pound men kneeling on him. In the first angle, you could only see the one. But from the back angle, it was 3 other cops on him too. So it's like, do you think that type of force is necessary to do somebody that's already handcuffed, that's already not a threat to you?
In my opinion, I think he was not resistant. That excessive force was unnecessary. Number one, your knee is in my neck. If I put my knee in anyone's neck for an extended amount of time, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to block off your airway, you're going to stop breathing, and you're eventually going to die.
Which is what happened.
So that's eventually what happened. And my question, the thing that maddens me the most is, I'm sick of so many videos surfacing and no one taking action. If 5 people would have rushed this motherfucker, y'all would have had no choice but to get the fuck up off of him.
It's getting to a point where it's like this, in my opinion. You either got to be ready to die about this shit or go sit the fuck down in the house.
Don't even
It ain't
record.
no in between. If I see anybody, bruh, with a cop on them for 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and they telling the motherfuckers, I can't breathe, I feel like you're killing me, they gonna have to take me to jail or beat the fuck out of me too, dog. I'm gonna get active. It ain't no way around it, my nigga. I'm not about to stand there with my phone, dog, and watch a motherfucker die in front of me just so I can say I was there. I posted the video first, like, and then now you got people rioting and doing all of this shit, which it to a certain extent is needed. You feel me? I feel like if it was strategic, more planned out, if it was some real objectives, then it'd be a lot more beneficial. I feel like the way that they doing this shit, especially, I'm gonna speak on Cleveland yesterday, the way that they acted downtown and it was man, there's so much, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. So there's the peaceful protesters.
Yep.
Right.
It starts off peaceful.
You got that group, which
Okay.
is going honestly, it's the majority of the black people. You know what I'm saying? They down there really just trying to get their voice heard. Then you got Antifa, the anti-fascist motherfuckers that's traveling from city to city, basically hijacking these peaceful protests and making them violent. You got
For their own
undercover,
agendas.
their own personal agendas. You got undercover cops and undercover agents in here coming through, leaving bricks and all type of shit for people to do. They inciting the violence, throwing the smoke bombs, breaking windows and shit, spray paint buildings. And then you got the white people who I honestly don't know what the fuck their angle is. Like, I want to go down there. Next protest, I was in Akron at the protest yesterday. The next one we have here, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to ask some of these white people that's there, like, yo, what are you really here for? Like, is you here for some excitement or thrill shit? Are you here to be a part of this movement? Are you here to just say you was here? But I need to hear from them motherfuckers, what's the purpose? Now, I will say this too, and I know I'm hogging this shit right now, but I'm going to say this too. I also saw videos of white people that was holding it down. And I'm going to salute them, you know what I'm saying? Because they was on the front line. They was making lines in front of motherfuckers when the police was coming trying to kick their ass. They was down there rendering aid to people that was getting pepper sprayed. They had the water, the milk. They had their bags. They was ready. You understand what I'm saying?
But it has been white people like that since they brought us over here. It has been white people that actually are humans. This is the problem that I have. It is a black and white thing. It's for sure a black and white thing, but it's a human thing. It's a human thing. The way that you treat people dictates your own character. The fact that man had his knee in his neck, that was an underlying vendetta. He wasn't just doing it because he was trying to hold him down. He letting y'all motherfuckers know what time it was. And you know what time it was? Kill a nigga time. That's what time it was. It was time for another nigga to get killed. They don't give a fuck about you. There's certain ones in the world that truly hate you.
Man,
so when people run up behind and give all this praise to certain things, I don't understand it because they don't give a fuck about you. Y'all run to go eat at places that they don't want you there. You want to put on clothes that they don't want you wearing. You want to live in areas that is not for you. Instead of us putting money back into our communities, building our communities back up, making our houses nice. We are the ones that come out there and rehab these houses for these white people. And guess where we live at? Not in them rehab houses. Ohio City, for the past 2 years, has been under renovation, and now the homes are worth $350,000. It was just a ghetto. They got all the blacks out, moved all the whites back in.
Yeah, you see it. You see it. You can go over them areas now, dog. They 2 stone throws away from the projects, and them bitches is $200,000-$300,000 condos and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you just pay attention to what's going on, they slowly working their way up. All of that shit surrounding, everything surrounding downtown is pretty much, they getting the niggas up out of there, right? You know what I'm saying? That's really that simple. But yeah, man, it's sick what's going on, man. And I want to say this. I want to touch on this real quick, man. To a lot of these young cats that's out here at these protests and they worked up, they angry, they feeling like they got to do something. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Like, I was in the crowd with these young cats up at Akron University, man, and they ready to tear some shit up. They actually start fucking shit up after we left. But I get the emotion, man, and I respect that. But harness that shit, dog, and use it the right way. Don't just go and tear up random businesses. If you're going to go burn some shit down, go to a state building. Go to a fucking police station. Go make your presence seen there.
Guess where you should be burning down? The motherfucking county where we line up to get the free shit. You know why they keep giving us free shit? So they can keep you down. They're not giving you food stamps because they think that you, oh yeah, let's look out for the people. Let's give them food stamps. No, fuck that. Fuck that. If you want to get some food stamps, do a favor and buy some from sis that's selling them. Quit going down to the county when you don't need it. That is not a way to get over on the system. That's the government keeping your ass down. That's a felony offense if you get caught and you don't need it. A stupid ass felony at that. Y'all better wake up.
Yeah, man. But back to these misguided youths, man. I feel like that shit downtown was unorganized. It was no leadership. It was just a bunch of random angry motherfuckers. And then once the police started antagonizing them, chaos took place. it was sad to see, man, because if you watch the videos of them kids, they just literally walking and looking for shit to tear up. It was no real rhyme or reason for nothing they was doing. You know what I'm saying? They tried to tear Zanzibar up, which is a fucking black-owned business. They broke the windows and shit out. Like, come on, man. And this is my whole thing. And I've been having these debates on social media for the past couple of hours with people saying that my point of view of don't fuck up the black businesses is wrong. They're saying that if you got a business, you got insurance. But a lot of these, hear me out. A lot of these businesses, for one, ain't been getting no money for the past 3 months because they've been fucking closed, right? So now that this shit go down, y'all go and tear these businesses up. They gotta file insurance claims, and it ain't like a fucking car insurance claim where you get the money in a week. You feel me? They gotta go through a process. And then once these businesses do open back up, do you think these banks is gonna re-gift them money, re-loan them money? It's over with for them. So a lot of these businesses ain't even gonna be able to open back up after this shit.
But what they're missing the point. You're looting businesses right now, but guess what happens when they stop looting the businesses? They start coming to people's houses. So while y'all are okay with encouraging people to go looting and breaking in, like if you're getting active because you got a purpose, get active. But the next step is people gonna come to your houses. Are y'all prepared for people to knock on your door?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Depends what they knocking for.
We ready for a month. We ready for whatever. And this is my thing as a black business owner, and having friends and family that's black business owners. If I get the call that any of my family or friends' business is under siege, my nigga, I'm showing up, and I'm gonna protect that motherfucking business with my life, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you have to do.
I'm not going to a situation where I'm gonna let a motherfucker come and take what we work so hard to build. You know what I'm saying? We some of the I don't even want to say elite because that's a silly fucking word to me. But I want to say we some hardworking motherfuckers, man. We that handful of people that went and got it out the mud, man. You know what I'm saying? So for an angry teenage motherfucker who feel like they oppressed, ain't really felt no real oppression to come and burn my fucking store down and steal all my merchandise, I can't condone that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bust your ass. If you come to 20522 Southgate Park Boulevard with that shit, I'm going to bust your ass, dog. It's that simple. If you come to Total Package Barbershop with that shit on Buck, I'm going to bust your ass, dog. I'm not about to play no games about it. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit. My thing is this. If you want to go tear some shit up, go where the white people at. My nigga, go tear that shit up.
Thank you.
Go make some
Take your ass out to Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah. Pile up in the Bragg cars. Take your ass to Strongsville, Crawford Park. Go tear that shit up. And then maybe at that point, maybe they'll want to sit down and have a fucking conversation. But if you tearing up your own fucking community, bro, fuck it. Let them have it.
The fact that y'all went on 79 today and tore the villa up.
Twice.
Disgraceful.
Why would you tear
Disgraceful.
a villa?
A villa.
Tell a villa.
Where niggas shop.
Man, come on. That employ all black people.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
out
They
I'm
employ all
You don't go
niggas.
in there and see no white people
None.
working there.
I mean, they didn't give a lot of niggas their stimulus checks for child support. Them niggas was broke. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas ain't get their stimulus checks, child support, got that shit, niggas pissed off. There's a lot of shit.
I
ain't
get that.
condoning it.
I get
I'm
that.
just saying, you know me.
I
There's a lot
respect
of
that.
other reasons that niggas was
But
busting
again,
their
what
shit.
it result back to, Mike, is a poor mentality.
It
though.
is.
It's a broke mentality.
It
You
is.
feel what I'm saying? What was you saying, sweetheart? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, for all the black businesses that did get destroyed, you know, when they do get their insurance claims, their insurance money, and replace some of their profits, how about they all start building up a neighborhood together?
I'm with you on that.
Open up back where you was at, start rebuilding the Black Wall Street right here in Cleveland.
Right, I see some of that too. When you trying to fit in
You about to get the
downtown,
money,
you
so
trying
what you gonna do
like you mentioned earlier, like even in Cleveland, it's very segregated.
Yes.
So black folks move to the suburbs thinking that they move out of the hood, but even in Euclid, you stay between 260th, 185th,
Yeah.
Euclid, Lakeshore.
Yeah.
If you go on Lakewood, you stay between 117th, 140th,
Yeah.
Detroit,
Yeah, for
Franklin,
sure.
Madison.
Yeah.
I even grew up in Oakwood Village. I went to Bedford. Ain't no black folks in the other little spots unless they stay in the
Shout out to
motherfucking apartment building.
Walton Hills.
So, Walton Hills ain't got no black people.
Right,
So,
right.
so when you move out the hood, that's why black people that move out the hood be like, damn, I can't get away from niggas. Cause you around a bunch of niggas, they strategically put you around other niggas.
But pay attention to the fact that you saying I can't get away from niggas. The white people ain't trying to get away from their people. Why are we the only race that run away from being around our
Exactly.
people?
That's crazy.
Go back to that crab in the barrel Mike was talking about.
Niggas, we not trying to
Get away from
black
black
women
people.
and
Right.
But
That's
people,
a valid.
Yeah.
Say that again. Say that again.
We are not trying to get away from the black working family.
Right.
We're trying to get away from them.
Because
Yeah.
honestly,
Look, I'm a black working family, but I'm a nigga too. I don't care how you put it. I'm still a nigga.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's a
definitely.
difference though, bro. It's a difference.
Definitely.
And by nigga, I don't mean as just in ignorance though. You know what we talking about when we mean nigga. Motherfuckers
Understand.
that's out here fucking off their own community, robbing and killing each
Ain't
other.
taking care of your
Ain't taking care of their
grass.
kids,
I don't
ain't
do
doing
all
none of the
that.
shit they supposed to do, right? We talking about them types, them the niggas I'm talking about. I don't want to live around them motherfuckers
Right.
at all.
I'm saying.
I don't want to share space
No,
with them, bro.
I'm
I don't want my kids around me.
You got shit to
understand
lose.
what
You
I'm
don't wanna
saying?
stay
So
around.
if I have to relocate my family to an area that is a little bit safer and a little bit more segregated, then fuck it. They gonna respect me while I'm in that bitch though, or
Exactly.
it's gonna be hell to pay.
I don't care.
I ain't laying
Black
down.
people, we're not doing anything that any other culture has doing. All them other Asians or
But let me-
Hispanics, whatever, when they live in Puerto Rico and they pouring all that, they getting away from
Because
they people that's
everybody
below them
wants-
and they elevating.
For
So
sure.
that's all we want to do is elevate.
Elevate.
We said we
It's
don't
about
wanna be
leveling
around
up.
niggas.
But
That's all it
everybody,
is.
but every race copies off of blacks.
They
We're
do.
always
For sure.
every race.
Yeah,
Every
this is
race
the
want to
thing.
be us
This is the
until,
thing.
until
They-
shit like this come
They
up.
love our culture, but
Yeah.
they hate us.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. That's the
Because I'm
fucking
a
divide.
Spanish person and he come home sometimes and be like, oh, yeah, this black bitch came at my job. I be like, oh, for real, I dealt with a whole bunch of motherfuckers that didn't speak English, they ugly motherfuckers.
Right.
That's who you talking to. They're trying to drag your ass to this bitch.
But that be the thing. They think that they can hit us with, yeah, this black bitch.
Yeah, like,
no,
excuse me. Wait a
this
minute.
black
Oh,
bitch.
I'm just gonna say this. This is how they talk. Like my mother, full-blooded Puerto Rican.
Mhm.
On my mother's birth certificate, it says Caucasian.
Oh,
So
wow.
automatically, when they first come over here or they born here, like back in the day, like I'll be 40, I'll be 50 in a year. So I'm saying from what I know is up until the 80s, if you wasn't black, you was white, and even in prison, they only count black, white, and other. So anything that's not
Right.
black is white.
Yeah.
That's flat the
That's
fuck
right.
out.
And we the majority,
And
and we the majority in prison.
And we the
So
majority in
they
prison,
use
right?
that- They use that to make it to create racial balance.
It's
Right,
Yeah,
and
we
so
only make a
that's
20%
just the
population.
mentality.
In
that-
prison.
I'm just saying that's just the mentality that they teach motherfuckers by saying that they white, and that means they don't identify as black. So they try to make them not identify with black issues.
Right.
And it's-
Exactly.
As much as we would like to take race and make it, oh, it's not about a race.
It's
not
always about race.
It's always about race. Be
Every
real with
day.
yourself.
It's more so
We were
it's race,
brought-
but it's class too.
It was
It's-
race
it's
and
class.
it's classism
It's
as well.
classism. Yeah, for sure.
But the way that the mentality of the black person was created, this is some things that people can't unlearn. There are some instincts that we have that instantly when you see, if you say you sit down for a job, it's you and a white person, you're instantly automatically think that this white person has and they have the precedence over you.
yeah.
And 9 times out of 10 they do.
Right, because Gap used to do group interviews, a little bit off the record, but it was me and it was like 3 other white people in it, and it was a group interview. So I didn't get the job. I'm gonna tell you why. You know what I'm saying? So the white people kept talking and talking and talking. So she said the interview's over. You got me fucked up. Susie talked all damn day. You was directing no conversations towards Susie. So that let me know right there, you weren't even looking for me.
You
was
know,
just
they're
looking-
gonna
you-
hire Susie.
Yeah, they was gonna hire Susie, right?
For sure.
And this bitch state. That's what I wanted to say.
And she may not even be the best candidate.
Exactly, but I knew right there, like that was a racist for me, and I was living in New York City. So I seen it right there, like racism it's always about race. When you walk in the store,
For sure.
anytime you step out your house, it's gonna be about race when you're dealing with another person.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's your own
Man, I
people.
feel like
And
you just
even
got-
if we're overqualified,
We're still gonna
I
yeah.
think you just gotta advocate wherever you at. On some real shit. I mean, like me and my man, we worked a couple places. Them white folks get out of line. I used to tell them, we get off at a certain time, I beat your ass. You know, like,
But see, they call the police.
no bullshit. Like, and I check them at my present job. I can't really say what that is on the record. But however, they be trying to dodge the black community. And I really don't be on that shit, and I check their ass
And they
about
try to
that
downplay
shit,
it.
like right where they stand, and I don't give a
You
fuck.
have to.
Yeah, I
You
remember
have to.
it was a situation where me and him was working together, man, and I always have a book bag with me. You feel me? With all my shit in there. But I would take my book bag with me every time I went on break just because shit, I don't know these motherfuckers. I ain't about to let them go on my shit.
Right.
One of the managers say, oh, he's selling drugs out of the building because he take his book bag with him. And he got wind of the shit. Basically told the nigga like, yeah, man, at the end of the shift, man, I need to holler at you, my nigga. We gonna talk outside because that shit some bullshit. And that's really what made me know Mike was a solid nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't had to do that. I wasn't even around. But that's the type of unity we gotta have. You know what I'm saying? That's the point I'm making. Is like we gotta stand up when a motherfucker doing some shit like that, bro. We gotta stand up. We gotta get each other's back, man. If we can't get to that point, we spinning our
Even
wheels,
if you don't get
dog.
along with the person,
We
we're
spinning
standing
our
up for
wheels,
something
man.
different.
You feel what I'm
But
saying?
what I got personal against you ain't got nothing to do with what they are attacking our race. So I feel like I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like that be whack.
Well, you know what? What we want you to do right now, everybody that's on these lives, I want you to stop what you're doing. Share, subscribe, and like. Share, subscribe, and like. Share, subscribe, and like.
Yeah,
I am your
follow
girl,
YouTube.
underscore great, underscore day, underscore day.
Underscore.
I'm gonna stop saying my hand. I'm gonna let the guys say it for me
You
because I
can
can never get
Just
it.
change it.
I'm not changing it.
Take them damn underscore.
I-
Hey, listen, it's Envy Redline. Follow me too.
Influential underscore Michael.
You know what?
What's up?
I'm gonna give my guy the floor because the fact when he gets quiet, it disturbs
Yeah,
me.
but I know he got something to say. It's Will's turn.
No, it's not.
It disturbs me when he's quiet.
Hey, you ain't said too much
You
about
haven't
nothing
said
that's
too
going on.
much
So
of
we
anything.
definitely
No,
gotta get
it's-
some
it's-
insight from you,
No,
bro.
the thing is, it's a lot of people speaking. I'm not tripping. We rolling. This is what's going on right now. It's not, everybody feels. How can I put it? Everybody feels. This is an emotional time. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is, is kind of charged up about it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we want the people to speak. We want people to, get out their opinions on how they feel. You know what I'm saying? And let their voices be heard. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing about what people consider riots and some people might consider protesting. You know what I'm saying? It's being marginalized to a point where you lash out. You know what I'm saying? It's being on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? Being on top of each other to the point where you lash out. All of these things are about I've had enough.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like everything that we have to understand, like when you're talking about a certain time, the time that you're living in, you feel like this is it because you're living in it. But we have to take everything and put it into a historical perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's not the first time there's been rioting and protesting in America. It's not the first time an unarmed black man has been killed by law enforcement. This is not the first time that we've dealt with high rates of unemployment. You know what I'm saying? Because in where I'm from, basically, that's the normal. It's the normal. You know what I'm saying? We've been pushed to the margins of society.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. As far as what happened with George Floyd and what everybody's doing and the rioting and the protesting and all these different things, we have to remember that we were brought here as cattle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We were brought here to be the burden bearers for this country. We weren't brought here as immigrants. We weren't brought here in that place. Like our forefathers
We have a choice.
are different from the forefathers of this country. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't judge anybody that has come from a place of such trauma. We as black people in America, guess what? It's trauma. I wake up every day and I'm worried.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When a cop car get behind me, I'm worried.
Bro, that feeling is, bro. I saw a cop on the side of the road today coming from Canada. This bitch wasn't even looking at me, dog. Man, I felt so crazy. Like I just don't want to interact with them bitches, bro. Period.
And this happens. It's learned behavior on both sides. Racism isn't born in you; it's taught in you. It's passed
It's taught
over.
in us.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
No
So-
one knows that that's from learned behavior.
Yeah, it's learned behavior.
And I'm a parent, and I teach my son that there are certain ways that you must handle white people.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
There are certain ways you must talk to a
Yes,
certain
it
person
is.
of level of
That's
white.
crazy.
See, there's different levels of white. There's different levels of white. And you gotta know what level you're dealing with when you're dealing with a white person. If you are dealing with Billy Joe, you might be able to get your funky off with Billy Joe and tell Billy Joe to shut the fuck up. But when you start dealing with the Jacks,
Karens.
and the Karens,
Karen.
and
And
the,
once you become an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
talk to their motherfucking ass however the fuck you wanna talk.
you can until you walk into the bank and they the ones sitting on the opposite side for that
But
line.
that's just the thing, why can't we be
Yeah, but
authentic? Why
Karen-
can't we be
Right,
ourselves? Why can't we
right.
talking slang? Do you see a Hispanic person try to hide?
No, they don't.
At all.
They don't.
I lived in Miami for 2
We
years.
should.
Right, they
They
don't
don't.
give a fuck.
We shouldn't, but we do.
We shouldn't though. We shouldn't. But this is the thing. After hundreds of years of mental fucking abuse from these
Right.
motherfuckers,
Anguish?
it's in you. So it's like she was saying, like I had a conversation recently where I was like, you can be in the office setting, right? You can have a black supervisor and a white supervisor. The black supervisor come in, what's up with you, my nigga? What's going on? How you? What's going on? You shooting your shit.
Yeah.
The white motherfucker come in,
Like,
hey John,
yeah,
how are you? Nice to
yeah,
see you today.
exactly.
And it ain't even like you trying. It's
It's
just
just how it
immediate
is.
switch that flip because you conditioned to do that.
Because
you
you've
feel
been
me?
taught.
Just how she was saying, like she teach her son to deal with these motherfuckers a certain way. Our parents taught us to deal with these
Deal with them
motherfuckers a certain way.
Yeah.
And
And
grow,
it doesn't matter your background.
It don't
No,
know. And
but
listen,
also
I grew up.
We are feared. So when the reason Hispanics can speak a certain
'Cause
way,
they not
stick to their
feared.
thing, is because white people don't fear them
Yeah,
like they
white people
fear
fear
us.
black
Like I taught my son, my oldest son, 28. I remember a few years ago, my son was driving in Parma with his wife and my 2 grandkids, and got pulled over for eating while black, right on the corner of Ridge and Brook Park. They asked my daughter-in-law for the registration. She went to pull the registration. They pulled a gun. They didn't give a fuck. My granddaughter was in the back seat with my grandson. They pulled a gun, pulled my son out the car, all that shit. And my son, Javon, my son run a business down in North Carolina. He a businessman.
He
You know, he do stocks and all that. He don't do none of that shit.
But
they
immediately,
didn't give a fuck about none
they
of that.
saw he
They
was
saw
black.
They saw
They
he was
saw he
black.
was black.
That's it.
And then I feel even worse for someone that carries a felony. You know,
Oh,
if
man.
they get behind you and they run your name and you have a violent crime, they are immediately on the defense. So that means that our justice system ain't worth shit.
No.
Because if we supposed to went to jail and be rehabilitated, when I get back out there, that shit should mean nothing.
They condition you to do the same
That should
thing.
mean that to
They
you.
condition you to do the same thing when you get back out. Because I've been in a few county jails, and they condition you to do the same
Ain't
thing
it?
to come right back.
Let me just say this as a person that is speaking on that, like you get treated worse when you're convicted of a non-violent crime.
It's the silliest shit
You know what
ever.
I'm saying? Like when I was in jail or whatever, I just want to just like put this in a little perspective or whatever. When I was in jail, I couldn't work in certain places in the prison. I couldn't do certain things in the prison because I was in there for drug trafficking.
And that's crazy. Like,
You understand
But
what I'm saying?
I
But
can't do this.
I couldn't work in the
I
visiting room. I couldn't
Exactly.
work in the
Everybody
visiting
here for
room
something.
because it's conveyance going on in the visiting room.
Right.
So if you convicted of drug trafficking, oh shit, you gonna try to bring some drugs in.
Right.
But a
And that's
murderer
just
or a
bad.
rapist
They all
working in the
clear.
visiting room.
But
Yeah.
if you
Kid
a drug,
sellers,
if you have a
rapists.
drug conviction, you can't even get financial aid. So you
No,
get
you
education.
cannot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's the crazy part.
But that's
Yeah.
that systemic shit where they put it in place
But
for
most
us.
black people.
Well,
Yeah,
let me
that's what-
let me say this about this shit though.
Yeah.
It's not that you can't, if you got a drug conviction, you can, they try to say that if you've been convicted while you was going to school,
School, you
then
can't.
if you got the loan out while you was going to school, you caught your case, then you can't apply.
If
You
you've been
can apply.
convicted of flipping that loan
If you
money,
got it right,
Right,
you got
because they didn't think you
Yeah.
had the
So
loan
if
money.
So
you
everything-
get
so-
the education and you do have that drug background, okay, you
But-
was a young adult, you messed up or whatever, why can't you have a fresh?
I'm not saying that you can't, don't get it twisted. I did 4.5 years myself, what I'm saying is, I advocate for certain shit like that, just like you could appeal everything, just like CMHA, they try to say if you got a drug conviction,
You can't get it, yeah.
The only way you can't live in CMHA housing is if you had a meth lab or if you got a rape case. All that other shit is appealable, but a lot of times we as black folks
Don't wanna
appeal
go through red
shit.
tape.
You be like, oh, they ain't taking people right. You be like, I
Right,
ain't
but no,
doing
I'm
that.
saying we don't appeal shit, like it's a
Like,
appeal
yeah,
process
that's
for
it.
every, like if you apply for unemployment and they deny you, you got 14 days to appeal. Half the niggas would be like, man, fuck that appeal shit, I ain't gonna do
You
it.
got me
Not me,
fucked up.
I'm gonna appeal that shit to the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
I'm
keep
fine.
doing it until they tell me
Oh, it's the
absolutely
13th
no.
day?
Oh, I'm
Leave it
gonna tell
alone.
them.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Get that.
This
So
shit
yeah,
fucked
just
up,
real
man.
quick.
I think
man.
we're just mad because of our color. Like even at my employer, I have the most credentials at my job, yet I'm not the highest paid.
Of course.
That's crazy.
You a woman and you
And
black.
black.
You
Yeah.
talking
But let's be clear.
That's you a woman.
Let's be clear. The lowest, there are 3 levels of low in life.
Crazy.
And still not.
Let me give y'all the 3 levels of low.
This world wouldn't move.
The black
without
man, he's number 1. He's 3. Then underneath the black man is the black woman.
No, it's-
And then up underneath the black woman is the gay black man.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
I think the gay community got a little more leeway than just
Nah,
Not black men.
Not at all. And I can talk from
I'm glad you
No,
here,
no,
bro.
no,
I'm glad you here. I'm glad you here. I'm
And I
glad
can
you
talk
here.
from experience, absolutely not. I grew up Muslim, and so you can imagine.
You got it from both of
Yeah.
them.
Right, what I got because I got to a point when I was in high school and I was like, first of all, I never had no problems getting a bitch. You know, that's what they tend to think crazy.
Right.
Like, don't get it twisted. I never had a problem. Like, it was when I became gay, that's when the problems became because I wanted to live my life. Because I was sitting there thinking like, I'm in there looking at a girl and I'm like, who's he? See you later. Who's that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was also, 20-something years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you couldn't like do it. So when I came out to my mother and I actually told her, because what happened was, I was on the call. I was on the phone and my uncle lived down the street. He was a big time dope dealer. So what he did was he had police scanners. So back then they would pick up your they would pick up your cordless phone
If you was
conversation.
cordless, yeah.
And they would pick. It used to be so many conversations I sit there and listen to. I'm be like, damn, who's that? You know what I'm saying? But they could pick up your cordless, and they found out from that. So then, like my mother didn't know, and my mother was like, no nonsense then. Like now I'd be like, wow, please. But back then she was like, no nonsense. So when they picked up the phone conversation, they called me and they was like, well, we heard your phone conversation. I'm like, bitch, what? I was always a mouthy person. So what the fuck y'all here? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I know what I was talking about, so I wanted to make sure that y'all bitches heard the correct thing. So when they told me, I said, oh yeah, they called me. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it was still like, we get a lot of leeway, but let me tell you something about me. I'm not about to, it's something about me. I'm not about to be fighting out here for gay rights. I do it, I'm just not about to do it because I'm not like that. I'm not about to be out here protesting with them because I'm still a black man at heart, first. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'll protest with the black, and it's not that I'm shunning the gays at all, but bitch, I ain't with that faggot shit right now. That's another time. I don't go to gay clubs. When I see people ask Dane and Tiana, we be somewhere, I'm like, bitch, get that fag away from me.
Real quick,
Fucking on my house.
hold on, real quick, y'all pause that. I guess there's some shit going on right now. The police is on live TV shooting people with rubber bullets and shit.
Did y'all see what happened to the girl that got shot in the face with a rubber bullet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here?
they put her out.
Here, where
Yeah.
They took her eye out?
Damn,
Almost.
that,
So where's they shooting rubber bullets?
This is
79?
clear. I guess.
And the rubber
Wait,
bullets
hold on.
are-
He ain't say. Hold on, y'all. Don't get me lying to y'all. Hold on. He just said they popping the shit out of people with rubber bullets on live TV right now. They dropping like flies. These motherfuckers. Listen, there's no organization. Go back to the point I was making, man. Don't put yourself in harm's way, man. Be strategic about this shit.
You gotta do it right. When
Please.
people go out there for the wrong
And
reasons.
then be honest, man, they was more prepared for Cleveland in a way.
Yeah.
Because they knew it was coming.
Advertised the protest.
Yeah, they saw it all
Yeah,
coming.
they saw it, and then it's easy to track downtown because you can't go north. That's the fucking lake.
Yeah. Right.
So you can only go 2 ways, and if you lock off the east and the west bridge, where the fuck a nigga can go?
Exactly. You can't leave out of
You
that.
can't leave out that
You
bitch.
can't leave out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This shit getting crazy.
Listen,
man.
I'm gonna just say this to my people. If you out there being active, be out there for the right reasons and prepare yourself for what's coming. If you not prepared, like really, when you start protesting, be honest with yourself. You could die. If we keeping it all the way to 1,000, you could be murdered. So if you ain't going out there ready to live and down the shit you out there for, stay your ass at home. Cause you might not make it.
Listen.
You might not make it.
I've seen several videos where black men was telling these fucking police officers, listen, my nigga, I'm ready to die behind that shit. So if that's what it's gonna take, this was one of the most powerful videos I seen, man. It was a young Muslim girl, man. She had to be like maybe mid-20s. She black, so she might have been old as hell and just looking good. But she said she had kids, so she was old enough to have kids. But she was basically telling the police officers like, man, I'm done standing down. I'm done kneeling. I'm done doing all that. We gonna get some action. And if I gotta die behind this shit, I'm cool with that because my kids gonna be able to walk the streets freely for my sacrifice. And I've been noticing that it's a lot more women out there, man, and they ready to fucking go nuts with the police, man. So shout out to them, man.
And for real,
Shout out to all the strong black women out there.
and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna speak on being a mother. The instinct,
That's how it always be.
the instincts that we had, the instincts
Y'all
that
got
we
that. Y'all got
had,
that mama bear instinct, like
because we are here to protect our young. And little do men know we protect our men. You not about to gun down my black men. You not about to keep taking them away from us. It's some people that don't know because and that goes back to the conversation of respect. Why y'all don't respect y'all black queens because we'll lay down and die for y'all. We'll do whatever for y'all when y'all respect us. And that's be the thing. Like they tear our communities apart. They let the women move up and they keep our men down. They were doing that at the beginning of time. That is exactly why we don't get ahead because they destroy our households. They take the fathers out of our households. So now our children don't have any fathers. They take the man away from the woman so she don't have no partner. She don't have no support system. You know what I'm saying? She raised
shit, Danny.
We raise our sons.
we start raising our sons. Like me, my son, this is my dog. And I tell him every day, I will die for you. I will kill somebody about you. I don't play about my kid. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, my son don't play about me. And he's only 12. My son will fuck anything up coming my way. And my son is going to be like that. He's going to be a savage for these women. Because you're not going to disrespect nobody. Not in our communities. And that's the problem. Some people side with him like, well, maybe you shouldn't have got law. Fuck that. Why we got to keep being quiet? Why every single time somebody do something to us or bring us out of our character or mistreat us, we gotta be the ones being quiet? I work in a hospital. When they see us come in walking, these motherfuckers be mad.
They be mad.
You mad.
They be
Because
mad.
guess who you gotta learn from?
You gotta learn from a nigga.
They don't want to learn shit from no black. They don't want to take no advice.
They don't want to take no advice from no
Prime
black
example of that. A very recent prime example of that was my man in the park when he told the white lady to leash her fucking dog because that was the rules. This bitch would rather choke her dog out than to just abide by the rules because a black man told her, hey, baby,
called the police and said
I did put the theatrics on.
That's what I'm saying.
He's threatening that nigga never.
They fired that bitch from her
Oh,
job
yeah, the
though.
bitch got fired for sure. Ain't a white dude that told the black people they shouldn't be in the gym at the office building.
He should've got
lost
fired.
his contract. He got
But
fired
fuck
from his
them
job.
We losing our lives.
That's the thing. They not losing lives. Man,
But the moment
They go get another job.
They just posted a video on George Floyd where they beat him in the car in the back seat
Yeah,
before he
they was
got
beating his
out.
ass,
They was
man.
beating his
They
ass
did
in the back seat.
So
you mean to
man.
tell me nobody else is gonna get arrested for this shit?
I'm feeling like this, and we a little charged up in here today, y'all. So please pardon the yelling and us talking over each other, but you know what I'm saying, this is some shit that we really passionate about. I know for myself, man. You know, I have a young black son who happens to be gay, and you know, I pray for him every day, man. I'm nervous when he go ride his bike. I'm
Yeah, but
nervous
we
when he
fight
go
though.
to the gym.
We'll clear the club.
And this, and you know, he made that very clear. He made that very clear to me. He said, listen, you ain't gotta worry about me,
You
man.
ain't gotta worry about me. I'll beat
I'm
the
gonna tear
nigga
some shit
ass.
up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, you know, it's scary, man,
It
because
is.
my son is 17, man. He's at that age where he want to go out and have fun and explore and kick it with his friends. And I just know from my personal experiences of how a night just hanging out can turn into some tragic shit. You feel what I'm saying? At the hands of somebody that's supposed to be here to serve and protect you.
Exactly.
So, you know, for anybody that got black sons, black kids in general, but mainly black sons though, man, you know, we gotta say a different type of prayer when they leave the house. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have conversations. I tell my son every day, listen, bro, if you out and you interact with these motherfucking police, bro, this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's rules.
Don't get uptight. Don't tense up. Try to be as calm as possible, man, and make it the fuck back home. And I understand they're gonna talk to you like shit. They're gonna make you wanna rip one of their fucking heads off, but don't do it because they baiting you, bro. And I done been through it. I done got my ass whooped by the police a few times because they baited me into some shit. You know what I'm saying? They beating up my Arab homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Because he's an Arab for real. You know what I'm saying? When they could have subdued him, took him, put him in the car, they whooping this dude's ass. So I'm like, yo, hey man, please let him go, man. We literally right around the corner from my house. The motherfucker tell me, get your ass out of here, man. We gonna do what we gonna do to him. I said, you can't do that while I'm here, my nigga. I can't let that go down.
Next thing you know,
Next
your
thing
ass
you know,
beat.
I ain't get my ass beat initially. So the cop rushed me, you know what I'm saying? And he had on one of them bulletproof vests.
Right.
So I threw my hands under the nigga vest and just got the dish ragging him. I'm just dragging him
Got
around
to.
that bitch. But I hear some footsteps.
Damn,
I
they
look
won.
over, bruh. It was over with after that. You know what I'm saying? They beat the dog shit out of me after that. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so passionate about what I said earlier as far as I'm not going to let nobody be done wrong in front of me, man. This was 10, 11 years ago downtown. It wasn't even the climate that it is right now.
But my question is this, why do we defend other races and other races do not defend us?
Well, for me, it wasn't even about. But listen. For me, it ain't about. For me, that it wasn't about race at that point. It was about that's my friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When
And
the
this is
Chinese
it.
was getting attacked and they talking, this is from China, coronavirus, and all
Yeah.
this. We was all riding this and that. Now where's all them Asians at?
I wasn't riding for them Asian
I
motherfuckers.
wasn't
But I
riding.
get the point that you're making though. Yeah, I was
around
riding
6 that
We were
night.
riding.
Yeah. We was on West 6 that night at Flow
Where they
Cafe.
at?
You know what I'm saying? Flow
I
Cafe.
remember that.
And at the end of the day, not to cut you off, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you saying is 100% right. Black people was the most forgiving, most protective. It was a group of black men that shielded a cop that got separated from the group. They protected that man. You understand what I'm saying? So it's in our nature to be that way. So what my mama always told me is don't let a motherfucker change who you are. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're my friend, I don't give a fuck if you purple. I'm not gonna let you get done wrong. Now if I don't fuck with you,
You're done.
hey, I'm sorry. You know
Look,
what I'm saying?
I got my phone out like this.
Yeah, but again, you know what I mean?
I like
When it comes to my skin color and my people, I can't stand by and let nobody get done wrong. You know what I'm saying? I use the example of my homeboy because that was a situation, but if that would have been one of y'all out there, man, I'm going to the wall for y'all. Like I can't let that go down. You know what I'm saying? I got bail money, man, so fuck it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's really where I'm at with it. I just want to see more black people standing up for more black people. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this. If I'm outside and a motherfucking cop got his knee on a nigga neck, we just all gonna have to get fucked
We
up.
gotta get fucked up together.
We gonna have to get fucked up together.
You know what I mean? It's just that simple.
So we gotta start uniting together. We gotta stop
That's the key.
robbing each other, killing each other. They see us doing that, so they feel like fuck it.
Fuck it.
Like, see, okay, so I'm gonna say two things. That's deception because people kill around the people they
Proximity.
around. Black on black crime, Puerto Rican
It's
on
not
Puerto
a
Rican
such
crime,
thing, yeah.
and white on white crime. They do
It's
that
basically
shit.
your demographics.
And
You live
where
around.
you live, but
Yeah.
I took my kids to the Tamir Rice funeral, right? Not that I knew him, but they was around his age, and my one son is autistic. So, you know, they didn't give a fuck, like, if a kid is special needs, they don't care how they functioning. So I wanted my children to see this is what can happen. You know what I mean? I don't want to come to yours, but I wanted them to feel that. That, you know,
Yeah,
that
they
it can happen.
had to be in that moment,
Right,
bro.
So I took him with me to that funeral, and I didn't know him at all, but you know it was an experience.
Man, and it's big that you did that, bro. That's some shit that they gonna remember forever, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I wish I'd have took my son to that shit for real.
And that's the things that our parents used to do. They were at the protests. They were at the funerals. They were standing up for the and I shouldn't even say
My
her.
mama
And
was a fucking Black
I'm sorry.
Panther,
I
right?
take
She was nuts.
and really,
That would've
really,
been me.
you have
My
to
mama
think.
was crazy.
You have to think about your grandparents because those were the ones that actually made a change. Because if you think about all the generations that made a change, guess when they got sick of it? When the Civil War came and slavery became abolished. Guess when we got sick of it? When they started protesting and then we got to be able to vote and all this other shit. You got to look at the times of when people really got sick. It did one protest at one protest. If your motherfuckers protest this week and I don't hear nothing else about it, y'all was faking.
And if y'all don't vote in
Y'all
November,
That's the
I really don't want to
That's
see
the
that.
main thing.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing, that people go out and vote.
Yes.
It's
They register.
And I have another thing. How do parents know who to choose? Because we always the ones like it couldn't have been me.
Oh man.
You got me fucked up.
They go up-
Lucky
Yo,
I went in this
yo,
situation.
listen.
How do they know who to choose?
It's
who to
crazy.
go sit back and report?
You know-
That's a great question. I ask myself that shit, man, because I don't know.
They-
I don't,
They feel your
These
temperature.
Black people have that they know they can
But-
fuck with.
They
them.
feel your temperature.
Cause let a bitch.
They feel your temperature.
Now, look,
Yeah, no, let us
real
know
quick,
say
y'all.
no.
Look. This is an incident that happened to me. This was last week. This was last week, y'all. So I'm a part of this little. We ride bikes and shit. You know what I'm saying? We on our workout shit. We've been riding these mountain bikes all over. But on Memorial Day, I believe, we went out to Lakewood. You know what I'm saying? So we rode from Edgewater Park all the way up through Lakewood to Rocky River and then back to Edgewater. But on the way back, it was traffic in the street, so a bunch of us jumped on the sidewalk. We seen an older white lady, but she was kind of off to the side. So when we got close to her, everybody veered off. but I'm kind of behind the pack, and the bitch is she talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when I get up to her, she like, motherfucker, stay off the sidewalk and all this shit. It took everything in me not to turn my bike around.
You should have hit her with
But what I did say to the bitch on the pass by was, shut the fuck up, bitch, and mind your business. Who the fuck you think you talking
Exactly.
to? We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Keep it moving, my nigga. You ain't get brushed. You
But-
ain't feel the wind
but
from
look,
this bike. But
the-
you talking
the
shit.
minute
Just seeing
that-
all the black people.
The minute that he
Round
said
her
that,
up.
he's
Round her
now
up.
the angry black
Now the
man.
angry black-
I'm just out exercising.
I'm gonna wear that title proudly.
You know what I'm saying? But here's my
I'm
thing.
an angry black guy. I'm cool with that.
We're the angry black man, the angry black woman. We have a motherfucking right to be angry. We got a goddamn right to be angry. Our kids get picked last. We get treated bad. We get murdered in the streets. We get raped, beat, and nobody blinks an eye. But the moment that Sally Sue get raped, her father might, whoever he may be, all of a sudden it's a world tragedy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's a world tragedy. When that school got shot up in Charlotte a few years back, it was a world tragedy.
Her uncle that did it, and they blaming five
Random
black
black
dudes.
Oh, hold on. So, did anybody see this video? Did y'all see this video? It was a older white guy. He's in the middle of a protest. He jumped out his car with a fucking bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And then tried to say that the
And
black
then-
people did it.
And then when they interviewed
all
this
white.
motherfucker on the news, he said,
It was a million
all I
dollars.
did was, and this is the
All
shit
I
that
did.
they do. This is the shit they do. All I did was say all lives matter out my window, and they beat me through my window. They play a fucking video.
They
This
played that
stupid
video.
bitch is standing in the middle of the street with a bow and arrow,
And it's a whole bunch of white
and it was all white people
That
killing this
attack.
ass.
That white boy
It was one
his
black-
head with a
With the skateboard, that's how he had the two joints. He had the tire prints right here. You know what I'm saying? She was like,
And that's what
dying.
bitch get.
But this was my whole thing with that. The lengths that they go to downplay black people was ridiculous. It was one black person out there, was a female, and she was swinging so wild, I don't even think she hit the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like-
Everybody else was white and Puerto Rican, Brad. He said it was two black men that did
It's
it.
like years ago, the bitch that drove her kids into the water and said that black people murdered her kids. Hit this bitch nut, drove the motherfucking car in the water. That was what 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That bitch did.
Yeah.
So
That
this
motherfucker
is
She had the
This
two
is black
boys,
folks,
right?
no
Yeah,
reason.
she
Yeah.
drove
this is the
into
shit
black
that we
man
dealing with,
carjack.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
We
listen,
ain't about
y'all.
to, we gonna throw your kids out.
We talking about a lot of shit tonight, y'all. And for anybody that's in these lives watching, man, I hope y'all keeping up. But we fed up, man. It's a lot of shit going on, man. That got to be talked about, and we don't have a ton of time to do it, so we trying to squeeze everything in, man. So bear with us. But I understand that everybody is angry and everybody is passionate about their beliefs. But let's get some structure to it, man. And I think that the rallies need leadership. I think the people that's involved in these protests need leadership. I was in Akron again. I'm gonna touch on this real quick, and then we can switch gears a little bit. I was in Akron at the protest, man, and they had 3 or 4 people that was directing everything. He was counting down on the count of 3. Everybody turned their back on the police. 3, 2, 1. Everybody turned around. They made their points. They protested. They said what they had to say. They moved on to the next location. It wasn't no violence until later on that night when people started getting rowdy. But at the actual protest, it was organized. There was leaders. It was people saying, okay, we made our point. Let's move to the next location and protest there. Downtown Cleveland, it was 0 of that. People got a fucking notification online from Black Lives Matter Cleveland, which is ran by fucking who knows.
White people.
Of course, a Jewish person.
No, I ain't gonna let y'all do that. That's my man Kareem, solid dude, Black Lives Cleveland.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I hear you. But when we try to get in touch with Black Lives Cleveland, it make it look bad because we can't get a person. Hold on, bro.
He do the bail reform.
Listen.
The national organization is
Who
funded
is he,
by who
though?
though? George Soros.
A Jewish person.
A
So
white
this is my
man.
point. When these rally posts and shit go up and they tell you to bring a mask, bring a bat, bring a bag, do all that shit, what the fuck do you think the goal is here? Are we here to just tear our fucking city up, or are we here to really protest and try to affect some change? From what I'm seeing, people getting a fucking random post on the internet and just running down to a fucking fight that they don't have no idea what's going on. And you can see that by the turmoil that took place
Exactly,
yesterday.
because
Nobody knew what the fuck they was doing. They
They're-
was out there brawling the fuck out.
So I'm just gonna say this as far as my man Kareem. He initiated the shit with the Tamir Rice.
Okay.
He helped all that. Like he do the bail reform. Wasn't nobody helping bail people out of the county jail. They've been there for months. They couldn't make bail. Like he do a lot of positive things. I work with him personally.
I ain't taking that from you, bro. I ain't debating that. Kareem might be a stand-up nigga. If you vouching for him, I'm sure he is.
Right.
My point is this: where the fuck was Kareem at yesterday, bro? That shit was out of control. If
I
this
mean,
your event,
nobody control that. I know several people.
nah, that's not true, bro. That's not true. It was no. Listen, Those motherfuckers was down there in sheep mode. They wanted somebody to say, hey, let's do this next. Once the police started doing what they was doing, everybody went in it was individual movements going on.
It was.
That's the problem though.
So when
you feel what I'm
Even
saying?
though it was some negative things, I will say, if they ain't heard us before, they heard us now.
They did.
Listen to
They
that.
did. They
People
did.
all around the world is out here protesting. You see people in the UK, in
I'm
the
with
US,
the
everybody is
protest.
out here protesting for America.
I ain't debating the
for
protest.
African American.
I don't have an issue.
Everything that we utilizes.
Oh, I'm not saying what they doing is right, but I'm saying,
No,
y'all
listen.
think y'all heard us, y'all hear
There's
us.
absolutely listen, y'all. No, and don't get my point. Don't get my point misconstrued.
Go eat at them restaurants that we should have been fucking up because at the end of the day, how many people spend their summers downtown and go to the flats?
So my family, I have a family member that was down at the protest yesterday, y'all.
Mayhem make people pay attention though.
And she said that the shit was beautiful, right? Until it got ugly, right?
Black people, they out here.
Like they fucked up
Friday,
in Walmart and
Saturday,
South
Sunday.
Euclid.
White people out there Monday through Friday, on lunch breaks, on all of that.
It should be
They out
fucked
there
up.
spending money. I'm with them every day. They out
And
there
it
spending
should
money
be
throughout the
fucked
week.
up.
Yep.
Not like,
too.
how you fucking up stuff that we, just like the check cashing place in Atlanta, burnt up. 9 out of 10 is all African Americans who have to go in there to cash their checks because they don't have bank accounts.
Or
But Sally's is standing strong and it was for that.
And I'ma say, and I was
motherfuckers protected. Hold on, y'all.
Predatory lenders on African Americans anyway.
Yo, listen real quick.
But
My thing is this,
Now
y'all,
if
and
you
I
have
don't want y'all to
cash,
misconstrue my point.
Not
That
just
I
like
listen,
that.
ladies.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with protesting. I don't have an issue with burning shit up. I don't. But be strategic,
yeah,
right?
be
That's my
strategic
thing.
with
Like if they would have been like attacking fucking the fucking city hall, state building,
Yeah, like,
police
come on.
stations and shit like that.
Cool.
I
But
would feel better.
if you're going-
But
if
the
you going-
protests were ran on emotion.
Exactly, and that's the problem. We all know this as
And
adults
I
that
mean-
when you move emotionally, you make mistakes. You
You
understand that? At this point, my thing is this. At this point in my life, man, I'm 36 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about moving logically, right? I wanna make change for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to go and put myself or my people in unnecessary harm to go steal mannequins with clothes on them, to go steal fucking Lacoste or bullshit brands that the white people own. This is the shit that they're raiding the Gucci store who don't want black people wearing this shit anyway to go wear this shit. It ain't like they buying this shit to sell it or make a flip.
What I'm gonna say is the people that went down there with the right intention yesterday, they did the
appreciate
right
it.
thing.
They
Child
wasn't
support
the
bill, they
ones
should have
down
burned
there-
that bitch up.
They wasn't that, but the people that went down there with the right intention, in my opinion, from the people that I know, they not the people that was looting.
Exactly.
They not the people that was doing all that. It was people that came down there with that intention from the beginning.
Right.
Like I had stopped my nephew from going because he like, man, I'm about to go rip some shit. No, you not sit your ass down.
Yeah, I bumped into a fellow photographer homie. He said he had clients in his studio, bro, and they was literally on the phone saying, yo, these are the stores we're about to go hit. We're gonna hit Target, we're gonna hit this. It wasn't about the protest. It was on
Right.
some broke shit.
Right.
And that's my problem. And then, like I said, there was in Pittsburgh, the police chief said all of their arrests for people that was down there rioting and causing all the trouble, 70% of them was white males with out-of-town addresses. So what they're doing is, the Antifa, the anti-fascist motherfuckers, they going to these peaceful protests and making the black people look like the animals.
But
They
remember
starting
what
up the
you said
bullshit.
When you opened,
Right.
that they're out here, the police were dropping off
Bricks
They
and
dropping
all
off
this shit.
fuel.
They initiated it.
They're
So
antagonizing.
again, my message to black people, man, is this. With all of this shit going on, all this information is available to y'all. I ain't the only motherfucker that saw this shit. I didn't put in no special code to go see these videos. Or this information is out there. So if you gonna unite and you gonna get out here and you gonna get active, get fucking active. But make it make sense though. Don't just go out and fuck up random business in Atlanta, in Texas, in all of these spaces where black people are being prominent. Name, especially fucking Atlanta. Why would you go down there and tear up black businesses that these the same motherfuckers that's showing you the way?
Did y'all see what they did to Kathy's cookie place on
Yeah,
downtown?
Man, y'all see that these
She's a
colossal
sweetheart.
cupcakes?
Why would y'all do
They
that?
empty their whole
Colossal
shit out.
cupcakes.
That's ignorant as fuck.
Let me
Man,
tell you why they
it's
did
crazy,
it. Let me
man.
tell you why they did it. The young ones that's down there with no
Yeah,
guidance. They don't know.
Exactly.
And then
They
and
got the
what
wrong
the
people
point
down
that
there.
Bob was trying to make on this whole 10-minute spiel we just had, the guidance. Had someone been down there with the organization to guide the protest, then maybe the young ones would not have veered off into violence and making it not what it's about. Who the fuck give a fuck about stealing baked goods?
That's what I'm saying.
Who
These
the
motherfuckers
hell
run out the
like
stores
that?
with
They
Legos
burn
and
down and loot and tear York, there should have been a hit list.
I think
You hear me?
Also, a do not touch list.
You hear me? This is what I'm saying.
And that's on the
That's
responsibility.
it.
And I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
when you
Because
know
when they
that
came to Black Wall Street, they had a hit list.
Yeah,
But
they knew
listen,
exactly what the fuck they
but
was
I'ma
doing.
say
Fuck up
this:
their
when
own
you knew that protest was going on and you owned a black business downtown,
been
you
at
should have been
that shit.
responsible enough to be downtown at your goddamn
Like
business.
Zanzibar owner.
Because
Cause I'ma tell you like this:
You can't
I'ma
own
be
that
up
bitch.
at my bitch with the shotgun, nigga. You come up over here, I'ma blast your ass.
Listen, I said this earlier. I checked in on. Shout out to my girl Stony, man. She was down there.
Hey, Stony. Shout out to
I
you,
love
Stony.
Stony, man. Shout out to her. She did a live today where she was addressing people that was kind of saying the same shit I was saying. Like, yo, the protest was kind of rowdy, blah, blah, blah. And her whole thing was like, you know, these motherfuckers was down there and they just young and angry. And my point to that was like, I get that, but there was no leadership. And she even said that herself, like, yo, I was looking for the leaders. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for the motherfuckers to say, all right, bro, what's next? And it was none of that. So again, when we do this again, because when the next protest, I'll be there. I just was in Akron at theirs. I wasn't in Cleveland. I'll be at the next one, and I'm looking for some people to take charge, man. Now, I'm not going to be there to kick in windows and do none of that shit. I'm there to uplift my people, and I'm there to provide any type of assistance that be needed. You know
One
what I'm
thing
saying?
y'all need to
That's
know:
it.
a leader takes that role when it's time. If you feel like you have a voice to speak to the people and you outside, do that shit, because guess what? Somebody gonna start listening.
For sure.
If you outside and you see it's about to get wild, at one point in time, okay, we give you a prime example of somebody. Martin Luther King was a pastor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pastor R.A. Vernon, you a pastor, right? You got all these following with these people down here listening to you and everybody following after you. You are one of them characters I want to see out there directing. Because you got so much power in the community. That's who I want to see. I want to see those type of people out here leading our protests.
Ain't no
Because
money
you
in
got
that
so
shit.
Man, you beat me to the punch, bro.
Now,
You beat me to the
now
punch.
that's a conversation. That's a
Ain't
conversation.
no money in the
We putting them up on the pedestal and we
money
calling
is
them
in
black
carrying
leaders and we
down.
giving them so much praise. But when it's time to get active, where they at?
Talk.
When it's time to get active,
But
where
we
they
ain't
at?
talk about just the preachers
But it
and
could've
stuff.
been-
Not just the preachers, but I'm giving y'all a prominent person in the community that people follow on a daily. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people follow that man. He should have been outside yesterday.
But y'all say ain't no money in it, but it was pressed. Bad press.
Oh,
good
thank
press.
you.
So where was he at? So where was he at?
There's money in it. He chose not to do what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, no,
I said,
he was on the news.
we couldn't use that as an opportunity to market. So guess what? You don't want your black business shut down? Kathy's Cookies or whatever. Stand outside your motherfucking business. Hand out waters. Hand
So
out
guess
cookies.
what?
Hand
They're
out
talking about
business.
fucked up
Hand out
lights right now. My
coupons.
mother is on
And
her
you
way
get
to my
more
brother's
camera time
establishment.
to
hear me?
sit
Right in front of
Listen,
that.
You
y'all,
have to.
listen, real quick. I want to say this. There was a militia, I forget what city. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me.
Standing
Forget the
outside the
city.
black store.
But the militia was out there protecting black businesses, armed to the motherfucking T. That's the shit I like to see. That's what this shit is about.
They
Now,
were sending them to different
And you
stores.
yeah, guard your shop. Protect your
All the
motherfucking
time.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't listen, ain't nothing in America. Ain't nothing wrong with standing your ground and protecting your motherfucking property.
And that's what we
bruh.
need.
So if y'all niggas wanna again bring that shit around our way, we'll be ready. But if y'all wanna unite and do some positive shit the right way, I'm ready for that too.
Yeah.
But I can't condone going and kicking in doors in black businesses and burning black business. I just can't get with that. You know what I'm saying? Even honestly, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? To kick in the window of a restaurant, to go steal fucking coffee and shit out of
Starbucks, like,
it's retarded,
That's
man.
dumb. Like
Like
what are y'all doing?
it's just some goofy shit to me,
I
man.
like
I'm sorry.
Starbucks shit.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
being
Now
wrong.
burning police cars, and they hit the horse with a fucking bottle of water in the head. I don't know what the fuck that
Animal
was.
cruelty. Somebody get PETA. The conversation was intense.
Hey y'all.
The conversation was intense. I appreciate the audience feedback, whether you were on live or whether you were in person. And as far as this conversation goes, if you're going to get active for the right reasons. If you're going to be out here moving around and doing what you got to do, know what you need to be knowing, know what you need to be doing, and make sure that you're effective. Do not just be a person out here causing issues. Do not be a person out here making it harder for us to get through this time of a crisis. We already missing out on money. We already not able to go to work. The kids are stuck in the house. And now with these protests and these different riots and things like that, that is going to extend everything else that's going on in America. So if you are getting active, get active for the right reason. And know when you get active that they have the opportunity to kill you. So if you are not ready to die for this shit, do not show up.
That's why I stayed at home, no lie.
Period.
Period. It's not like
Cause
I
I'm
don't want to go
a
down
nut.
there. I just don't want to get emotional. and then.
And that is what happens when you have these type of things going on. You're supposed to get emotional.
You are, but
You're supposed to
but
feel
if
a
you know how
type
you might turn out, and you know what's the situation after, you just be like, you know what, I'm gonna stay home because
You
I don't-
know you.
yeah,
You
I don't
understand what
wanna
I'm
lose my
saying?
life.
You know you, bro.
I'm not ready to die. I got shit to do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's the thing, man. You know, man, I'm to a point where for me it's just like I'm ready to help my people. Man.
Exactly.
I'm ready to get out there, man, and get active, man, and whatever come with it, come with it. Now, what I will say is, I'm gonna try my motherfucking best to make it back home at the end of the
Most
day.
definitely.
I ain't gonna get out there and just be reckless. I'm not gonna get out there and see these motherfuckers shooting rubber bullets and charge the crowd.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand? Like I'm a move intelligently, man, and that's all I want my people to do because I don't want to see anybody else losing their life to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But this
And
shit
these
is real.
motherfucking
I've never seen this. I'm 42,
Bro.
so I've never seen this in my lifetime. You know,
we-
and I'm born and raised in Cleveland.
And it's crazy because you know when we was kids, man. You know you see the history books, you see the old videos,
You see that, but you
see
never
them
think-
spraying the hoses, and then you turn around in 2020 and see the New York Police Department drive 2 fucking expeditions through a crowd of people.
Yeah.
What they tell you about this, history always repeats itself.
Yes,
So
it
you
does.
either gonna be a Martin Luther King or you either gonna be a Malcolm X.
Yeah.
You have your choices. You either gonna be a Martin Luther King or you gonna be a Malcolm X. And when you pick what you wanna be, stand on that shit. And
You showing the waves and shit off during the convo, man.
No, I'm listening.
No, what I saw was
you know,
whitey light skin shit.
you know
man.
what, Big Mike, is you tired, Big Mike?
Yeah.
He letting us have the floor today.
I don't get tired.
He letting us rock today, man. I'm sure he gonna tie it all in.
I don't get.
So
I
you
don't
know what?
get tired.
I think it's time that we switch a little
I
gear.
don't get tired.
I think it's time that
Man, we
we.
done took the whole hour. I knew it. I
We
knew
do.
it. I knew it.
But-
I don't
I
get
knew it,
tired.
dog.
But listen,
I knew it.
Wait, it's over?
no, it's
No,
not
it ain't
over.
over.
It didn't even feel like no hour. This was
Since
good.
we're
I didn't
gonna
expect to do all this.
since we're gonna switch gears, we're gonna tap in on what our top 6 is today.
Okay.
Our top 6 today, in honor of Michael David, is the top 6 snitches. David, tell them how the top 6 go.
There we go, there we go, there
One
we
in
go.
front of 2, 2 in front of 3, so forth and so on.
So okay, so now
How
everyone.
many, real quick, how many drinks did bro have today before the show? Yeah, a few.
I've had.
Yeah,
too
no.
much.
Somebody get a. What is
No,
that?
you just super relaxed, bro. I know
So
you
what
feel
I'ma
me.
say-
You just super relaxed today.
What
man.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Everybody
Let's do a
shot.
shot. I need a
Pass,
shot.
pass me the bottle. Shot.
Let me get that. Give me that big bottle.
We
you
got
just had
ours.
to eventually get.
We got ours. We're just waiting on that. We just waiting on the shot.
So this is what we call a David special. Don't ever try him at the liquor store, cause nigga comes out with this, okay? So let's get the shots going.
Here, let me you pour one up, let me get one.
I mean, like this is like a
That's how you
flute.
got- that's how
Let
you
me show you how you
got-
do
you
it.
got-
You gotta hold the neck.
You know what I mean?
You gotta hold it by the neck,
Yeah,
okay.
You feel me? You just, slight.
Okay, a little.
My sister, that shit
Okay,
pretty.
pull. Okay. All
She
right,
made a
then
piece
I'm
of
gonna go
that.
me.
Put mine back in the oven, 'cause this was not pretty.
That looks like a David shot. Wait, we gotta give my man.
Oh, that bitch heavy.
I should give him mine.
Heavy.
Get his shit to the brim.
Yeah, he definitely going to the ground.
To the brim.
It's heavy.
Boom.
Okay, so, David, give us a shot. Give us a toast. Raise your glasses.
Real quick, y'all, we gonna do another toast, man. Can I do the toast?
Oh, go ahead, man. Do the
All right,
toast.
real quick, man. I wanna first thank everybody that came out, man, to join the live set tonight, man. Like we really appreciate
Kudos to
y'all. The fact that y'all chiming in on the convo is dope, man. The dynamic is real good in here right now, so I appreciate that.
Appreciate the energy.
Also want to toast to everybody in the live right now. My live going right now, y'all. So I want to toast to everybody in the live right now, man. And listen, let's toast to prosperity and figuring shit out, man.
Amen.
You feel me? Let's figure this shit out together.
To the black world.
To the black world.
Tap.
Tequila and Jameson. It's gonna be a hell of a night.
Oh, yeah.
I went to sleep.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so look. Top 6 snitches, man.
That was like
Who's starting off? Big Mike,
Big
go
Mike.
ahead.
$300 every shot.
Yes, sir.
Big Mike, tap in. What's your top 6?
That was like $300 worth of shot.
It was.
We probably
Oh,
we drinking
come on, man.
I still got more.
Today you can just get in the shot.
We drinking 42.
So is the snitch is the type of person?
Yeah, the type of person or a race or an actual
Listen,
person.
we just
That's
talking
what-
about the top snitches that you know.
They,
What
you
if
know
it's
what?
all
They don't have to be
personal?
personally though.
But what if it is one? It's personal.
Hey,
Then that's
you know what I'm
personal.
saying? Do
They
you
on
think
your
it's
top
no-
motherfucking six.
Listen,
That's
listen.
your top
There is
six.
absolutely no rules into, you know, snitches don't have no code or morals or ethics.
They don't.
So why the fuck should we
They be your
protect
friends,
anybody?
mama,
You
in
know
your
what I'm saying?
face.
If they out here putting themselves in, you know, hey, fuck them. You know.
All right,
That's
Big
all-
Mike, go ahead, run them down.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. It's on you,
Yeah, my toxic snitches.
Mike.
Look at bro. It's real simple, right?
This nigga getting a fucking picture.
You see that?
Y'all know he don't never get to take pictures because he always.
He always behind the camera though. He always behind the camera. All right, my fault, bro. Go ahead.
Also, all good is beautiful. When you talk about snitches with me, it's a little different, right?
Right. Hey, y'all check y'all top six snitches in my comments, y'all. Let me see who y'all fucking with or not fucking with.
It's kind of like a hate-love thing with these fucking people we're talking about right now. I just thought it was funny because when I was talking about top 6 snitches, I'm like, okay. So I seen the shit about the nigga Gunner, and Gunner was on Crime Stoppers, and I'm like, what the?
Hey, bro, you.
The rapper? Okay, the rapper got it.
Hey, look, I want to say this before you go ahead, Mike.
I'm like,
this
is that a
nigga,
nickname?
this nigga called me. He called me, and he was upset. Like, we had a conversation about this shit. He like, bro, this nigga Gunner motherfucking snitch, dog. Like, nigga, I ain't fucking with him. I ain't fucking with Lil Baby. I ain't fucking with nobody affiliated with this nigga, bro. I can't listen to his music no more. Like, we had a conversation. So he took that one personally. I had already known about the Gunner shit, though. I thought that shit was common knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But bruh, shit took bruh for a loop, man. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, man.
I like this album. I'm like, damn. Like, me personally, like, I can't listen to your album if you like.
This nigga said hall miners with the top snitches.
If you a rat, like I can't listen to it because it don't hold no weight. Like
Right.
I come from a place where like who you are and what you do and what you stand upon, you need something. Especially if you're doing it musically. Like this nigga Gunna be talking all type of like street shit. But you was on Crime Stoppers.
Oh, that's slack.
It don't add up. So I was like, damn. Well, all right. Today we're gonna do the top 6 snitches because like. Some needs to be understood with this new generation and these kids growing up. I'm about to share this to IGTV real quick. My shit just ended, you know, it wasn't working earlier, but it wasn't working.
It's all good. That's right, man.
So
do your thing.
the top 6 snitches for me, like number 1 is like the nigga Alpo. You know what I'm saying?
For anyone that does not know who Alpo
Give a
is,
reference.
that is off Paid in Full. That is Rico, aka Cameron. Well, not really Cameron being a snitch, but the role he played.
Yeah, the role
Oh,
played.
Rico from
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full.
Yeah.
Who
That is
he
his
was
number one.
dirty.
And he ain't give a
It's
fuck.
dirty.
Though. He came home. Go ahead, bro. I'm
He
gonna
ain't-
fuck up your top 6.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like it's a lot of like notorious snitches and like guys that really like brought down organizations and shit like that. Like as far as like we're concerned, from our level and our place, from like Dope Boys, like the Dope Boys, when he did that, it's like, come on, Alpo, like you was like. He held himself to a certain level, and it's like, damn, you gonna tell? First of all, you killed Rich Porter. It's your guy, it's your main man. You killed him. That's some fuck shit. And then you gonna snitch on some niggas. So he's my number 1. My number 2 is Sammy the Bull Gravano.
That's my number 1.
I like his daughter.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Karen.
he told on John Gotti. He told on John Gotti. He took a stand.
He did. That was hard. That
You know
was
what I'm saying?
hard.
Like he was a hitman for the Gambino family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was a hitman. He took hits.
Yeah, he sure did.
You killed people. You killed people. So to lighten your sentence, you told
You
on.
told on people, and he out now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
he out. Yeah. Making money off his story and shit.
He's making money off of MTV reality show.
As they always do.
So it's like I just want people to understand, like when we talking this snitch shit and shit like that. It's not simple. It's not easy to be like bringing up these guys who done this shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all shouldn't get recognition. But at this point, it's like let the world know, like, y'all are really like the scum of the earth. Like y'all really need to be like buried somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And so Sammy the Bull, you need to be buried somewhere. You fucking turkey.
Frank Lucas, Nicky
Yeah.
Barnes.
Yeah, all them.
They run
All
it
them.
down.
If you trying to justify snitching, then
They get movies made after them.
you trying to justify snitching, you tripping. And I just want to say this too, as I
Frank Lucas now.
keep going,
Yeah.
as we keep going in this top 6, I just want to say this. It's some niggas in the city that I really wanted to put
It's
in
more
my top
names.
6.
Definitely.
Who the fuck you talking to? Shit.
When I speak, I'm speaking names.
Well,
Instagram
as
names,
long
activists.
as everyone knows that we come to create extreme pure content.
Most definitely.
If you a snitch in the city, we
You're
all
right.
know who you are.
Yes, I'm gonna say.
For the niggas that still parlay with them niggas,
Yeah.
that shows a lot about your
It
character.
does.
And that's
I-
how you
I-
raised.
That's not how we
When I was a
raised.
kid, if I told on my cousin,
I get it. You told on your brother. That's what.
So hey, listen,
You
my 40
found
year
that
old
young
tell
man.
you right now, snitches get stitches. She
That's,
40 years old.
that's what you teach your kids.
That's what your kid. That's what you knew as kids. You didn't tell.
get a whooping for
When
telling
your mother, when your mother came back and if another person come in here and
So
say,
to
"Oh, I'm
keep it-
beating
so to
their
keep
ass," you was like,
Right, so to
"Oh,
keep it
I come here and
neutral,
talk shit."
Big Mike might not be naming people in the city because he is that one time. So we gonna keep it neutral and we gonna let the list keep going.
Yeah, because niggas told on me. So I'm not,
Right.
I can only go but so far with this shit, you know what I'm saying? But I just want y'all to know that, like, at the end of the day, I know you niggas. I see you niggas on Instagram and I be like, hold on. My nigga doing life behind you right now, bruh. My nigga doing life behind you right now. And you talking some, yeah, don't do this against the police. I'm sure don't do this against the police because you was helping them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. Maybe if I go broke or something, I might just like start exposing everybody. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Maybe not. I don't know. But my number 3, as far as this is concerned, is Gunna. Broke
We
my
knew he was
heart.
making the
You cannot.
He broke my heart.
Not my brother.
Sammy the Bull and Gunna.
Yeah, I went from Sammy the Bull to Gunna because at the end of the day,
Crazy.
Bro, when you told me that shit, I was
You gotta stop
like,
Sammy the
oh,
Bull.
fuck. Go ahead though, bro. Go ahead.
it broke my heart because at the end of the day, I fuck with Lil Baby. I fuck with they wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with they wave. So when I see the Crime Stopper shit, I'm like, hold on, because if you're not a snitch, but you deal with a snitch, you a snitch too.
You guilty by association.
Black the fuck
It's
out.
that simple.
Hey, I said this shit over
It's
5
time.
episodes ago. I'm gonna quote my guy Larry June once again.
Yeah,
If
you hang with a snitch, you got to be a
probably
snitch.
snitching.
Yeah, like I
Black the
can't
fuck out.
sit here and be like, okay, well, he told, but he didn't
Birds of
tell.
Exactly.
No,
Birds
it's
of
not
feathers.
none of that.
Both
So
y'all
that shit with Gunna, like, well, I'm like, damn, this nigga Gunna, he was on Crime. If y'all listening right now, y'all know what I'm talking about. Just put Gunna and snitching in,
Yo, he was
on
a
your
crime stopper
Google,
for sure.
and he gonna be sitting there like,
He
yeah, I
what
didn't.
happened to my cousin.
Yeah, my cousin is snitching and all
He
that.
didn't tell me what happened to me.
It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. So he's number 3. He's number 3 on my list. Because at the end of the day, I was like, what the fuck with his music? I'm like, damn, dude, I'm not.
Yeah, be on that. That's Adrian.
You, Lil Baby, Thugger, all y'all niggas from Atlanta, y'all niggas need to tighten up, man. Cause that ain't how it's supposed to go. Just gonna tell y'all like this. It's not how it's supposed to go. Gunna's my number 3. Number 4 is, of course, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Also, definitely. He went in there singing.
That nigga my number 1.
Anita Baker.
That nigga my
That bitch in there song. Anita Baker.
It's weird to me when you talking about a guy that's literally trying to like explain snitching. I was talking to my daughter. I'm talking to my daughter. My daughter actually like. I'm like, hold on. I had to tell my daughter. I'm like, yo, daddy just did 10 years in prison.
Right.
She's like, yeah, I know, daddy. I said, okay, well, somebody told She's like, yeah, I know, daddy, but I'm saying, like, Tekashi, like, it's funny. Like, it don't matter about it being funny. It don't matter about it being funny or none of that. This is real shit. Like, if Tekashi told on your daddy, would you be, like, happy? It's like, no. Okay, there ain't nothing else to talk about.
That's it. Conversation over.
Ain't nothing else to talk about. So I don't care about none of that. It's funny. Like, I know what niggas would have did to him if he would have had to do that time. I know
That
what
shit
it
ain't
is.
funny.
Like,
That shit ain't funny.
that nigga's a clown.
He turned himself into a rat in his own video.
And then
I'm gonna get more to that on my top six.
He's out, like he's out living, but he really can't live.
He can't live.
You
Nigga
a
gotta
snitch.
move. He moved
So you
his
got-
house twice in a week. Nigga, they on his ass.
But
Somebody knocked that
nonetheless,
nigga
he's
head.
Who wanna live like that?
glorified. Why we not glorifying the non-snitches? Why we ain't talking about Lil Kim?
Lil Kim did
Oh no,
snitch.
we
Lil Kim knew it was a lie. They said, we seen the video that y'all went through state lines. Lil Kim was like,
Victoria's
Shit.
skin.
I don't, but not snitching. She said, I don't know. I don't know. You're not my
She
people.
took
I
it
don't know.
She ain't like a real nigga.
So your mafia came against her, she still held her ground. Like, I don't know. Now that's a real bitch. That's why I say, that's why I celebrate the black women like I do. Because without y'all, it would not be,
Amen.
we wouldn't be as strong.
Listen.
We couldn't be as strong.
Of black women. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let us get through this
We gotta
list.
get through this top six,
Really?
y'all.
Alright, go ahead, Mike. Number 5.
Sing that?
I had to, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Alright, just real quick, number 5, Frank Lucas.
Okay.
Bitch on my list.
And
He on everybody's list.
I just want to put that out there because, like, I want y'all to understand that if he's your enemy, that don't mean you tell on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who he is. Like, Frank Lucas told on the police. I don't give a fuck who he told on. You told on somebody.
Yeah.
You don't tell on people. It's that simple. When you live a certain life and you like, it's certain principles and morals that you abide by.
Chin, man.
You have to take it on the chin. You don't tell on
You
people.
signed up for it, bro.
That's what you're saying.
It's fucking simple.
If you're getting extorted by the police, as he was getting extorted by the police.
Y'all in bed together.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You
Bed,
live,
that's what
you
You can't
live,
tell the motherfucker you working with.
You feel me?
yeah, you live a certain life, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, my little cousin
Them niggas
laid
criminal
down
too.
for 2
They
years
criminal
with
too.
female for a nigga that, I mean, she ain't tell.
She ain't tell.
Oh,
Solid.
so
She
When I-
solid.
She did her
Look, I got caught up on some bullshit. I knew the people was coming through my line at Target. I knew them personally. When they got down to the wire, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They came through your line. Don't know.
Alright, last but not least. Last but not least, what's number 6,
What's
big
that
dog?
number 6?
What's that number 6?
Yeah.
The number 6. What's so funny?
Better, bro. Go ahead. You being real climatic right now.
I know.
You like a builder.
Hold on, the number 6 is Nikki Barnes.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Untouchable.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Untouchable, because at the end of the day, because your man was having sex with your lady, you decided to take down the whole
You a
operation.
bitch.
Oh,
Sorry,
fuck
y'all.
some
I got a little
And
emotional.
that fire
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
pussy.
And you was doing life.
Hey,
Don't
listen,
fuck
bro.
with it. Get shit
Oh,
from
yeah.
jail.
It's one thing in this
Shit
world.
like a drug.
I want to say this, y'all. It's one thing in this world, man, that will have a nigga out his hookup. A nigga will snitch. A nigga will kill you. A nigga will turn on his best friend for some motherfucking pussy.
Show the fuck will.
That's
I-
certain
I-
type of-
Yes.
I've been around a lot of niggas in my lifetime that I
That's
thought
they
was my
will.
brother.
That's why when bitches call me and ask me for a couple dollars, you sitting on the gold mine. What you asking me
Man,
for,
yeah, you
bitch?
got,
I
hey,
know
listen,
what
you
you
know what I
got.
tell them, bro? You sitting on $40 over pussy all the time. You sitting on $40 worth, at least $40 worth.
Dick don't sell like pussy.
Everybody ain't
Dick don't
fucking
sell.
for
I
And
know,
dick
I'm
don't
just
sell
saying.
like pussy.
At the end of the day, y'all got an asset that can always lie. But anyway, bro, it's on you, y'all.
Alright,
Alright, so let's get to this top 6.
Look,
I ain't got
Audience, come on.
let's wheel it back
Bring it
here.
down. Bring it down.
Okay, so my top 6 is a little bit more untraditional. My top 6 are people.
Right.
Particular people in the world
Okay,
that are snitches.
okay.
The number 1 snitch is your younger sibling.
Oh, you coming like
Nobody
that.
tells on you
Hey,
more.
Mikey got my back, bro.
Okay,
My
so
little brother was a bitch.
Some- look,
They
some
talking
of
about
them-
us, man.
some of
God
them
damn.
ride for you, but a lot of the time, the younger siblings
My
is
brother.
telling them.
My brother was a whole girl.
Number two.
Real hoe ass got us in trouble a lot,
I was
nigga.
like, you
Number
that's
two.
a girl. You tell.
The number two for me is the team leader at the job. They're not quite the supervisor.
Punk motherfucker.
They're not quite the manager, but they always tell. Yep. I'm be your
That
ass.
team leader some hoe ass niggas, dog.
Oh, man.
Number three. As much as you would not like to admit it, your goddamn kids.
Oh my
yeah.
god,
I have
man.
it, so yeah.
Your
daughter can't hold water for
goddamn
this bad
kids.
ass.
Yeah, my daughter
Okay.
gave it up. Yeah, she
Give
gave
it up.
everything.
Number four. Your parents.
Oh,
Your parents always telling your business.
especially with your eyes.
You put on your grandmother, they telling you shit that should nobody know. Yeah, I told you, mama told me. But that little girl behind school, they like,
What the fuck would you tell her? Alright, number five. The goddamn waiter at the motherfucking restaurant. They ring up every goddamn thing.
and nigga, they tell them if you get that drink for somebody who got ID, nigga, they throw you under the bus.
They throwing you up under the bus. And last but not least,
Some of that
the
shit.
top six. Assaulting.
Most motherfucking. That shit.
Assaulting. Other stays in your motherfucking
Fucking
business.
others, man.
Like nobody
And then they
business.
gonna betray like they your friends
They
or
smile,
nice
get up,
and
boy.
shit.
That's what get them beat up.
Yep.
That's what gets the shit beat up.
So my top six is a little less traditional. They're not typical people,
What?
but they assaulting.
White
Oh.
person. That's what I call them.
Okay, that's what we call
Have you ever looked at a
practice.
saltine and you imagine a white person, they look just like the motherfucking saltine.
All right, it's on five. Top
Alright, so
six.
look, so my top six, I'm gonna breeze through mine, man. A few of mine already got talked about. My number one snitch right now is Tekashi, man.
Bitch
And I put him number one at the list because he's trying to make snitching a cool thing. Like, I don't know if anybody saw his new video.
I know I did.
Okay, so in his new video, it's a part where he like put an umbrella over his face and he lift the bitch back up and he's a fucking cartoon rat. Like, he's doing it himself. And he like in the song telling me like, y'all tell me how I ratted and came home to a bag. Like, so he's glorifying the shit. And for me, like, that level of fucking audacity is crazy. Like,
He gonna be dead.
and then also, it go back to the point that you made earlier, is like, you know, dude is making money, these record labels is throwing money at him, but that quality of life is shit. You feel me? If anybody find out where he lived, they found out where he lived twice in 1 week. This bitch had to move spots. He had to move all his cars, move everything. It's just it's a fucked up way to live. So he number one on the list. Number two is Sammy the Bull. Of course, we already touched on him. Again, man, you
told on
you told on everybody. Man.
That's the white people.
Man, you signed up for this shit.
John Gotti might have never.
Man, John Gotti would have never went down, bro.
Never.
That nigga probably still be right now running shit. You feel me?
Never.
Number three is Frank Lucas, of course, man. And it's one of them things where it's like, you know, they kind of championed the nigga with the movie. Like, they made him like he was a hero.
Then they had
and shit.
Denzel play him. You know
And then
we
they
love
had Denzel
Denzel.
play the nigga, so it was like, you know, people kind of
We
saw that.
love
It was like,
Denzel.
They knew they was gonna draw you in and
shout out
go
to
see
Frank
the movie.
Lucas.
Yeah.
And but
That was a good movie.
snitch.
It was.
Number three. So this one is, and I'm sure y'all gonna love this one. Number three is, I'm sorry, number four is local niggas. So it's a lot of niggas in our city.
Oh, but
It's a whole
Wait
bunch of
till y'all
niggas in
run
our
around me.
city. You know what I'm saying? That's talking. They telling. They doing all type of fuck shit. But on the simple fact that they still got money, they accept it.
yeah.
People still fucking with them.
And when
Let's hang out.
They still
Let's,
get money.
it's sucker shit, man. And you know what the excuse is if you blow down on a motherfucker like, bro, dude say, man, that nigga got paper, man. Like, he ain't. What the
So
fuck that got
what
to
we
do
gonna
with
say? What we
that?
gonna say about them local niggas? Hey, for all y'all that's kicking it with the niggas that y'all know snitches, take their dicks out y'all mouth.
Yeah, man, you hang with a snitch.
Take their motherfucking dicks out y'all mouth.
Number five is Alpo. You know what I'm saying? Again,
We-
man,
yeah.
we touched on that.
Not Cameron, but Alpo.
But the real Alpo. We don't even got to go into that. And my number six is gonna fuck y'all up, man. Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton could fucking snitching, bitch.
Al Sharpton ain't got no word.
Al Sharpton, bro, like Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton, dog, was definitely snitching, man. So if y'all don't know about his whole thing, man, jump on Google, man. We running out of time, so I can't really dive into it. Jump on Google, look it up. Huh?
I give you my top six.
I wanted to hear it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me wrap this and then we're gonna get to it. So yeah, if y'all don't know about Al Sharpton, man, he was working with the feds years ago, man, and he was affiliated with a lot of mafia people, and you know his dealings kind of got a lot of people in trouble. So if y'all don't know about that, Google it, check it out. But yeah, my number says go to Al Sharpton, bitch ass, man. So we gonna let my nigga Mike get his top six off real quick. Go ahead, bro.
So my number one is side bitches.
Shout out to you side bitches. Shout out to you side bitches. Y'all fucking the game up because y'all know y'all not supposed to be telling. That's why you a side
But
bitch.
because the niggas give them power.
Yeah.
Listen, and that's true.
Hey.
Y'all got Mike.
Number 2, whole ass niggas.
Yeah.
Could be mad.
Not on his side bitches for sure.
Yeah.
Number 3 is internet motherfuckers.
Most definitely.
We telling on the internet.
Okay.
Oh man, he
Number 4, dry snitching ass niggas.
Exactly.
Okay,
Oh, I hate a dry snitch. I can't stand a dry snitch.
And then badass kids.
For sure.
They number
They gonna
5.
give you what?
Number 5. And then niggas that just stab you in your back. They act like you're your friend. Backstabbing ass niggas.
Okay.
Man,
That's a
good
solid top
That's a
six.
solid
That's a
top
solid
six,
top
man.
six.
I don't have a top
Yeah, I'm
six.
fucking with that.
One person.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I got one person.
What's that?
On IG at Starlight82. Most motherfucking definitely. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. Oh, let's get it cracking. Now she's a girl, a black woman. Unfortunately. Let me run it in.
Hold on, my niggas said side niggas too. Go ahead.
Let me
Flag on
run
the play.
At on IG, her name is Starlight. STARR lights, like a light on the lights. 82, some shit. I'm rocking it.
It's a live cast.
Let me tell you, but let me run it down.
Okay.
When I first got out of hair school, I do hair. So when I first got out of hair school, like 2010, I went to go, actually, somebody hit me up. Was it IG then? No, IG wasn't even around. I forgot how I got linked up with her. But I got linked up to go work in somebody's salon. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She had a salon. She didn't work. She ain't had no license. Okay, so I'm gonna run it down. And she can't do no motherfucking hair. so when she brought out that she, like this was a hobby for her. Hair doing is a hobby for me. I can tell, because bitch, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, okay, this is my friend. So we went through a lot of stuff. I could run it down, like how her salon didn't have no heat. And how everybody left out her salon, but I ain't gonna do that. Yes, I am. You did it. You in line. You doing it. I don't give a fuck who knows.
But friend, you know what? Give us the overview of Washington State.
Okay, I'm gonna give overview of Washington. So we do these epic jobs.
What
We
do
do.
we have?
Okay, we do these epic jobs. And it's a lot of people from Cleveland that do them. A lot of people from Cleveland, a lot of Nigerians that do them.
Okay.
So we do these epic jobs. So a situation happened where I worked for the same company as her.
Okay.
So they had 2 projects at one time. One was an inpatient, one was an outpatient. Nobody ever wants outpatient, clearly.
Okay. Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So what happened was me and her were supposed to be friends, and she went and like my Instagram is insane. Like I crap on people all day. Like this is what I do. It's fun. This is fun. It's fun.
That's your personality.
Yeah, that's my personality. Now I'm not putting your name on there, but I am zooming in on you, bitch, while I'm sitting
You
there with
better
my
make sure
phone.
your hair is tight.
Right.
So what happened was she sent my Instagram to the boss. And then played like she didn't
They
was
came out
right. And then was
while he
called.
was working.
They pulled me off, but she already knew what was going. She already knew what was going to get. She already knew what it was going to get.
Crazy.
Yeah. She already knew what the effect was going to come from it. Once, man, they pulled me off. Man, let me tell you something. It's no shame. I ain't trying to front tonight. Man, she fucked up at least 10 bands for me. Because they pulled me off of a project that was going to be lasting a month. Now, mind you, we working every day 12 hours a day, really not doing shit. So you making $50 an hour working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Imagine being there for 3 weeks. And you're getting a $50 per diem just for being there every day. So imagine what type of check you're thinking about when you go. You're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get the blah, 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 blah. And then she told on me, and then see, this is how I knew she told on me. I didn't even have to cap the bitch. The bitch kept calling me, asking me about it. Was the only person asking me about what was going on. And then it came back to somebody told. Then, you know what I mean? I played along for one day. Like, everybody was like, don't say it. And I was like, bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm about to hit this bitch up and let her know, bitch, you're a snitch. And I know you know. Yeah, I know you know. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only number one snitch is to take is for black, and this is black. I would never, ever, I don't give a fuck what you doing, bitch. As long as my direct deposit coming to my account, whatever you doing ain't got nothing to do with me, because I don't know what you got going on over there. You know, you could be doing some ignorant shit I'm not gonna tell, because I don't know what's going on in your
And what's that handle again?
Starlight 82. The bitch is badly built, and she's now I'm gonna run it down. She fucking Now I'm gonna run it down. She fucking a nut. She fucking a nut.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro. That's it.
You know what? Listen. Listen, okay.
They got you for the
Listen, real quick, let me get it. Real quick, bring it down. I know, bring it down. So listen, we are at the end of our podcast, and today we don't have an adulting tip, we don't have a parenting tip, but I do have a word to the wise. Protect yourself, take care of yourself, and at the end of the motherfucking day, we are the elite. We are the ones that they want to eliminate and do not allow them to take us out of this world. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand on that shit. If you say you for that shit, be for that shit. Raise your children up to be something to talk about. Raise them up to be something great. We not just in here popping shit. Yeah, we talk about snitches and we cracking jokes and shit. But at the end of the day, they trying to wipe us out. They're trying to wipe us out. So for my black men, I pray for you every night. I pray that y'all get home to y'all families. For my black women, keep on putting motherfucking pressure on these niggas, these bitches, these hoes, these cats, these dogs, these fish, these mouse.
Let's go, Dana.
So at the end of the motherfucking day, we gonna take it out with our plug time. And for plug time today, it's for influential Michael. So we gonna light this motherfucking candle.
Light that candle.
We gonna put these motherfucking shots in the air.
Let's go, yo. We ain't got no fucking shots. We drank them already.
Pass that big ass bottle around this
I don't want
bitch.
no more of that. Give me my Jameson, man.
So 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Nah.
Happy birthday to
I'm gonna be the maestro.
Happy birthday, dear Michael.
Look at it. They ain't called you Big Mike, though.
To Big Mike. Make a motherfucking wish.
There we go.
He get two because he a Gemini.
Get up there and make that wish.
He get two
Make
because he a
that
fucking
motherfucking
Gemini.
wish.
Gemini's
Oh
is
yeah, y'all got two tribes in y'all.
Gemini's is weird.
Oh, there it is. So look, this has been an episode of Drug Dealer's Dream. My name is Great Daddy. I'm Singing Positive Effect Abundance, and I hope to see you back next week.
Listen, man, it's red line. If you out here in these motherfucking streets, please be careful. Wear your mask. These white motherfuckers gonna be next to y'all, and they carrying that Rona, man. Wash your hands.
Take it out, Big Mike.
It was all a dream.
Different though. Came up a whole different way. You feel me? So as we head into this next phase, God know where it started from.
You are now under the
Where it started. I got a different loyalty. Know a different sacrifice. Connection.